Okay, so today we're going to dive into retirement planning
Okay.
and specifically something called a multi-year guarantee annuity,
Okay.
or MYGA for short.
Got it.
And you've sent us some info about the Fidelity and Guarantee Life, Guarantee-Platinum MYGA.
Okay.
So we'll take a look at that and see if it might be a good fit for your retirement goals.
Sure.
So maybe we could start off by what is a MYGA exactly?
Yeah, so MIG is basically like a fixed annuity that offers you a guaranteed interest rate for a specific period of time.
Okay.
It's kind of like a CD, but with tax-deferred growth.
I see.
So, you give a lump sum of money to an insurance company, and
Wow.
they say, okay, we're going to guarantee you this rate for, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years.
Right.
And the interest that you earn on that money is not taxed until you withdraw it.
Okay, so that's the tax-deferred part.
Exactly.
All right, so I'm looking at this brochure for the Guarantee-Platinum MYGA.
Yeah.
And one thing that jumps out at me is this idea of guaranteed growth. So, how does that actually work in practice?
Sure. So let's say, for example, you invest $10,000 in this MYGA.
Okay.
And let's say the interest rate is 4%, just hypothetically.
Got it.
Over a 5-year term, your money would grow to about $12,167.
Wow.
Now, if this were a taxable investment, you would have to pay taxes on those gains every year,
Right.
which would actually slow down your growth.
Yeah,
But
right.
with the tax-deferred feature, you get to keep the entire $12,167
Right.
until you withdraw it, ideally during retirement.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, okay, but wouldn't I miss out on potential growth in the market if I lock in a rate with a MYGA?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
And that's the trade-off. With
Mhm.
MYGAs, you're essentially prioritizing stability and predictability
Okay.
over potentially higher but riskier market returns.
I see.
So it really comes down to your risk tolerance and how close you are to retirement.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
So this Guarantee-Platinum MYGA offers 3, 5, or 7-year terms.
Exactly.
How do those terms play into different retirement timelines?
Yeah, so like I was saying, if you're closer to retirement,
Okay.
a shorter term, like 3 or 5 years, might make more sense.
Okay.
Just to secure your nest egg for the immediate future.
Got it.
But if you're further out from retirement,
Okay.
then a 7-year term might give you more long-term growth potential.
I see.
You know?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing I see here is principal protection.
Yes.
So how does that work with this specific MYGA?
Sure. Principal protection basically means that your initial investment is safe.
Okay.
So no matter what happens in the market,
Right.
you won't lose your original deposit.
Okay.
This is a big difference from market-based investments
Right.
where you could actually lose money.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
But I also see this thing called surrender charges.
Uh-huh.
It sounds kind of like a fee for leaving early.
Yeah, basically it's a fee that you might have to pay
Okay.
if you withdraw more than the free withdrawal limit before the term ends.
Right.
It's kind of an incentive to keep your money invested for the full duration.
Right.
So you can really benefit from that guaranteed return.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But what happens if an emergency comes up,
Yeah.
like a sudden health issue or something?
Well, the Guarantee-Platinum MYGA has waivers for certain situations,
Oh,
like if you have to go into a nursing home
Right.
or if you have a terminal illness.
Okay.
So in those cases, you can access your funds without penalty.
That's good to know. That's good to know.
Yeah, it's important to have those safeguards.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so let's say we get to the end of the MYGA term.
Right.
What happens then? What are my options?
Well, you have a few choices. You can renew the MYGA for another term
Okay.
at the current interest rate at that time,
Right.
or you can withdraw your money without any penalty,
Okay.
or you can choose to annuitize the contract.
Annuitize. I've heard that word, but I'm not really sure what it means.
Yeah, so annuitization basically means you're converting your accumulated funds into a stream of regular payments.
Okay.
So, you get a guaranteed income throughout your retirement,
I see.
which can be really helpful for people who want a stable and predictable income source later in life.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing here this death benefit feature.
Yes.
Sounds like you can make estate planning a lot easier.
Exactly. So with the Guarantee-Platinum MYGA, your beneficiaries would receive the full account value as a lump sum
Okay.
if something were to happen to you.
Right.
And this helps avoid probate and provides financial security for your loved ones.
Okay. Very interesting. So, one last thing.
Sure.
This brochure mentions Fidelity and Guarantee Life.
Uh-huh.
It says they were founded in 1959 and they specialize in retirement solutions.
Right.
What should people look for when they're evaluating an insurance company for an MYGA?
Yeah, that's a great question, and it's really important to do your research.
Okay.
You want to look into the company's financial stability ratings? Okay.
From independent agencies like AM Best and Standard & Poor's.
Got it.
This will give you a good idea of their financial health and their ability to actually meet their obligations.
That's a really good point. Okay, so it sounds like MYGAs offer a lot of potential benefits for retirement planning,
They do.
like guaranteed growth, principal protection, tax advantages, and death benefits.
Exactly.
So they could be a really good option.
They could be.
Yeah.
But it's crucial to consider your own personal circumstances,
Okay.
your risk tolerance, and your overall financial goals.
Right.
You really need to compare different MYGA providers and look at their interest rates and their terms
Right.
before you make any decisions.
That's great advice. So if you're listening and this MYGA has piqued your interest,
Yeah,
definitely take some time to compare rates and terms from different providers.
absolutely.
Remember, retirement planning is about creating a strategy that gives you confidence and peace of mind.
Exactly.
And that starts with understanding your options.
Now, here's something to think about as you continue your research.
Okay.
How might the current market conditions and interest rate environment impact the attractiveness of an MYGA compared to other investment options?
Interesting question.
Until next time, happy planning.
Good luck.
Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll see you next time.
Sounds good.
Bye.